Oh, it's live. Hey, it's the Raw wrap up at Sorgatron here on the Twitters, and I need to turn some of these down. At Sorgatron on the Twitters and Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is your Raw wrap up for this week. With me is the Rizz.
Hi.
You're not Mike.
I'm not Mike.
Somebody just tweeted saying they can't wait to see how much Mad Mike did not like tonight's awesome Raw.
Well,
and they are going to have to wait because he is
very
there
disappointed
in the stands. And enjoying or not enjoying, his sister took him to Raw tonight in Long Island. He's up in Poughkeepsie. He's kind of in that area. So he's going to have a different perspective of that. So that will be interesting to see what he thinks there. Maybe we'll get some ideas from him tomorrow night on Wrestling Mayhem Show. You never know. Aside from that, Rizz, what really stuck out for you here tonight on the Superstar ShakeUp episode?
They're already hinting at something that I really wanted to see from day one.
What are they hinting at?
Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor.
Oh my! Sorry, I just noticed a big stringy here on my camera. There we go.
The entrances alone.
It's just the most messed up entrances. It's all appropriate, right? I mean,
that was the biggest shakeup in this Raw shakeup thing. I know, Sorg, you're really excited to see Apollo Crews and Rhino and Slater coming to Raw, but it's all about to happen between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it is. And still, like, we have Bray finishing whatever at the next or whatever they're doing. Are they doing the House of Horrors match like on SmackDown tomorrow?
I don't know.
Like, it wasn't clear. Is that a pay-per-view? What they haven't said what pay-per-view it is, I thought.
I could have sworn it was Payback, but that's a Raw pay-per-view.
It's a Raw pay-per-view, which is really confusing.
Yeah.
Right now. Maybe we do get it this week. I don't know. That makes sense, so we can just kind of move on to do this stuff with Finn. So
yes.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. It's going to be fun. But also reestranging himself from his Wyatt family. What about Rowan? What about Rowan?
That's true.
Because I can't imagine.
And he's also now with Braun Strowman again.
Yes. Does it matter? I mean, Braun's too busy flipping ambulances.
That's also true.
Holy crap. That was like
that entire segment lasted too long, but I didn't care.
You know that thing they do in Family Guy when Peter is fighting the chicken?
Yeah. And
it just keeps going. It's a fight that goes on. It's a fight that goes on. It was like that if it was one-sided.
It's pretty much. That's pretty much it. Just the constant beatdown. So I have to ask, does Roman come back next week?
Well, Vaughn, our friend Vaughn Johnson, is going to be on the show tomorrow night at Wrestling Mayhem Show, live at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, Facebook Live, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. He's saying that somebody's are saying, oh, they have to have Reigns on SmackDown now, and it's like, yeah, if he shows up, he better be in a wheelchair. Because and I saw another tweet about them saying. I'll get to that in a moment, Tina. There was another one, but there's another one. I just lost my thing. There's something about they were calling an attempted murder, like, with great calm when they came back with the replay, right?
Yeah, they didn't do the death of, like, what you get normally when somebody gets severely injured in a match.
Like, I think they should be calling that, like they call when Jerry Lawler almost died of ring.
Yeah.
Like, hey, remember that? Go there. As far as how you should be reacting. It's a little off to me. But from the chat room, Tina's saying, calling it now, Roman versus Braun ambulance match. Will the ambulance be upside down? Is my question. The answer
is yes.
When they're loading him up and he's like, I'm not done. I was like, okay. But then he shut it down. He shut the door. And I'm like, wait, did he just punch him and he's not done? And that's it? Then he started going. Meantime, I look at this whole thing. I'm like, how did they gimmick this truck?
Yeah, like you noticed, like when I saw it, I'm like, there's something different about this. It didn't look like the camera angles alone looked kind of wonky.
Well, I thought they were
Like,
hiding. I thought they were hiding like some kind of winch or something on the
yeah,
top.
like somebody was like you can tell you like it looked like somebody was pulling on the other side, but it still
Well,
was
you
very
didn't
impressive. By
really
the way,
see him because you then
no,
like
you didn't.
they didn't hide like all the angles, right? That would have made sense
The
for something like that.
only thing they didn't hide was on the bottom corner. Somebody pointed out there was that little stopper by the
Yeah,
wheel.
I saw the stopper, but that
Yeah,
still doesn't make
that's still,
sense.
yeah, that's still not. Yeah,
Like maybe that's the thing that's there so it doesn't like slide instead of push over.
good
Like
point. Yeah.
and then almost laughable, they come up from break and Roman is getting into an even smaller ambulance.
No, the best part was he's like it comes back and he's getting taken out of the sideways ambulance from the stretcher.
Yeah.
Like it's from the stretcher he's being taken out in, which by the way, being a health professional, well, exercise science major, I have a problem with that. First of all, they don't have any neck brace they can put on Roman.
And they should,
Like,
especially after that. And after that gnarly pushing the pushing it off of the loading dock,
yeah.
like that looked worse than the Zack Ryder wheelchair.
And they're just like yanking his neck all over the place. I'm putting logic into the thing, Sorg. I'm sorry. I'm putting more logic into things that shouldn't be putting logic. But it just seemed. I mean, I still was a great promo though. Still was like, an awesome thing to have for Braun Strowman to come out as the guy who beat up the Undertaker. It was just amazing.
I'm looking up ambulance matches and such in the book of rules, the WWE book of rules. So so bear with me here. Ooh, Marine 4. Anyways, I don't know.
Marine 4 in there? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, there's an ad for Marine 4 in this book.
Wow, that's old.
Is it? Well, Marine 4 is the one.
No, Marine 5 is the new one, Sorg.
Oh, okay. Well, there's all kinds of random stuff in here. So, but anyways, what the hell were we talking about? Wyatt family versus the club? Like the leftovers? I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know. And it seems like they just gutted SmackDown.
Well, yes, but we still haven't seen SmackDown. So we're like, oh God, what's SmackDown going to do? It's like SmackDown's going to fill it with, make a judgment after SmackDown airs. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You have no idea what they would plan.
So are they going to
bring over?
Now, is everybody that was on Raw tonight off the table?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so at all.
Sami Zayn is still eligible for SmackDown.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we can get Sami Zayn versus Nakamura one more time.
I think the obvious move is Kevin Owens comes over with the U.S. title.
Of course.
So I mean, and then you get this weird thing where like, yeah, I guess I did this before, where you have people that have moved over, but then these titles are kind of up in the air, and now they're SmackDown people on the Raw pay-per-view. Again, nothing new.
Unless Jericho goes over.
Kelly is coming. How about that? There you go. Thank you, Brandon. But other than that, no, I think no, the women. Holy crap, the Raw women's division right now.
Yeah, it's turning into the SmackDown women's division.
I feel like Charlotte's coming over for one thing. Maybe Dana and Emma. I'm sad my feed crapped out right at the beginning of the Emma and Dana promo. I hope I can find out later or if it's on the Hulu Cup cut. But it started with How to Be Your Own Protege book.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I couldn't tell by by the bottom. It was in very small print. I wanted to see who the author was. Just to be a dick, just to be like, look up that author, see if it's an actual author in an actual book.
Yeah, look up the book and see if it's actually out there.
That's true.
But no, it's good to see that they're going to look. Good to see Nia taking down Charlotte again. I think Charlotte's going straight for SmackDown. There's
Yeah.
enough going on. I think as we've seen, Charlotte has rolled Raw for the last year. Charlotte, I think, dominates, and kind of she needs to dominate for her character, right? But she can go do that over at SmackDown now, and with a whole new cast of characters.
Totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Brandon points out she was wearing blue.
She was. She did ditch the party peacock look.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. We
She
can't have that dream match of Charlotte Flair versus Dalton Castle now.
We still can. Sorry.
Who wore it better? Match. That was a picture in the Facebook group for Wrestling Mayhem Show. Who wore it better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. What else happened tonight?
Oh, during that women's match, Sorg.
Yes.
Did you catch the Sasquatch of the WWE?
The Sasquatch of the WWE. I didn't believe it. I got a message from Mad Mikey sitting up there in Long Island.
Here's the thing. I didn't catch it at first, too. But I saw the people look over to the side. And I'm like, what are they looking at? What are they looking at? So I'm looking all over the place. And all of a sudden, I see the gif of Elias Sampson just waltzing over the back of the crowd.
He's there. He's on Raw, just drifting around.
Freaking Devinson is walking across the screen.
Oh man, friend of the show, Elias Sampson, good friend of the show, made it to Raw. It warms my heart. It warms my heart so much.
I kind of wanted him to be on SmackDown too.
Yeah,
like he's just drifting around.
No. Oh, like just this week, you just kind of want to be on SmackDown.
Just both shows.
Yes, absolutely. 205 Live for no damn reason.
Perfect.
But I love that he was there with Corey Graves.
Yes.
That's the only thing, because that's what needs to happen for Elias Sampson to do well, is Corey Graves' commentary on Elias Sampson. Like just calling him out on his crap, saying, I've seen him, he's open mics at Carson Street, and all these Pittsburgh references that are going to be on the Raw level. I'm really looking forward to that. And he comes out, and during the match, they had the Hardys, who I had the opportunity to meet Saturday night in Meadville backstage. That story will be told on the Midweek War for Impact Wrestling this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can probably figure out why if you listen to that show. So I'm going to hold on to that for a little bit. But it's just like between that and then Shiloh came out. Justin Plummer, promoter for the International Wrestling Cartel, posted the picture of him coming out during the Hardys match, who again, Hardys were in IWC. Elias Sampson was in IWC and born and bred in IWC, trained there under Logan Shiloh. So he's like
somewhere in there is another Kevin Bacon. Somewhere in there is Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, plus Corey Graves on commentary, another IWC guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh IWC guy. If Graves is still there, commentators are up for grabs too. Man, I don't know. We'll see if they have any commentators left on SmackDown after this week. That's a whole other thing. But anyways, yeah. I think we're gonna have a conversation about mental health soon on the show. That and in technology, it came up 2 times this week in very major ways in the things that I take in. So I love Byron Graves Cole.
I love it too.
Is it not like the perfect trio right now?
Like right now, Cole is manageable because there's nobody back behind him going, "Shut up." If JBL was there, yeah, that would be horrible.
And I think, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Like Tom Phillips is holding together JBL and Otunga better than Morrow did. I don't mean as a detriment to Morrow. I think it's just the style fitting in better, right? Or it may have been whatever the fuck is the problem between Morrow and JBL, right?
Yeah, I think that's another whole different.
That's a whole different thing, but I think that's why it hasn't held up as well as they have been on Raw. So in the end, blame JBL.
Yeah, it's JBL's fault.
Yep. But anyways,
it's totally JBL's fault.
According to Brandon, there's apparently a report that Cole does want to move backstage at some point.
No. Then who are you going to get?
I think
Who? Todd Phillips?
Maybe
Ooh.
between Tom Phillips and maybe Byron becomes a play-by-play guy.
I also heard like a weird backstage on like a weird Twitter thing where they go, why not have the Big Show become an announcer for SmackDown?
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You're gonna need a bigger table.
Yeah, I mean they already have 5 guys there, Sorg.
That's true. Can we have the buffet line of commentary, please? But geez, guys, I don't know what's happening. There's some kind of crazy experiment over there of all the things going right on SmackDown. But so far, no, I think everybody that came over to Raw thus far tonight, I think is a positive for Raw. Makes Raw more interesting, right?
I mean, maybe 205 with Kalisto, but technically that's like a lateral move because he's probably going to be on SmackDown anyways. The SmackDown,
for 205.
Yeah, for 205 Live.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that's kind of more of a lateral move than anything. Apollo Crews, I guess. Yes, for a fresh start. I don't know.
By the way, sorry, go ahead.
But other than that, I do like the Slater Rhino pickup for some reason.
It fleshes out the tag division in a certain way, and I'll be curious to see what happens on the other side to see what happens there. Maybe what do we swap? I don't think Hardys are going because I don't think titles are going to go at this point. But do we see the club? I mean, the Hardys are going to be taking on Cesaro and Sheamus, so seeing the club come over.
Do we see the New Day leave?
I was considering that tonight too, especially with is Kofi injured? I think I read
Kofi's injured.
So they could go over there, do their thing, and plus, did we see Enzo and?
We didn't see Enzo and Cass.
Cass tonight. Oh, okay. Well, because my question was, Enzo and Cass and New Day. I feel like part of the problem is they're both on one show doing these crazy introductions. Maybe they can be split up between the two shows.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And I think what I was thinking about the entire day, and it's not going to happen now because of the injury, is New Day was going to unfortunately split up. Like I feel like either Kofi or Big E were going to SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know. They could keep going. Who knows? At this point? They could have something going on. I don't know. But aside from that, I want to go back to the women because Alexa Bliss came over, Mickie James came over.
Then got bulldozed by Nia Jax.
Just got rolled over by Nia Jax. I love that these girls are over here, and just Nia Jax is going to be just the bully. I don't think it works having her and Charlotte because I think they're both too imposing as the monster, because Charlotte really is kind of a monster heel at this point because she's so dominant, and that's why. And again, I go back to that's why I think it works for her to go do her thing over there. Yes, Cass wants a piece of Ellsworth, so there you go. That could be a red really wrong.
Yeah.
But no, I'd love to see. I think Enzo and Cass over there would be good. Throw Enzo and Cass and American Alpha and everything like that. I think the revival will do well where they're at again with another win over New Day. I mean, I think you're seeing it with the position they've been in. The New Day is getting put on the back burner again. This is all cycles, right? But they're going to be over as a back burner team, right? And we're going to see what else happens. Not everybody can be on top all the time.
John Cena.
Somebody has TV shows to do.
Yes.
But anyways, we
haven't even talked about that yet. We haven't talked about the Miz and Maurice coming back.
The Miz and Maurice coming out as that, and Trigonumbe at the beginning, I think was pretty fantastic. Dean coming in, and again, I watched the short, and I would get 40 minutes in. I came in. And I watched the shortened version of it, but Dean coming out, like, mistaking them and everything, I thought was fun. It was a lot of fun.
That was awesome. That was really fun.
That's the Dean Ambrose that we have fun with, right? And I don't know why we haven't seen that for a while, in a good way. Like the Dean.
Yes, he's been facing the weird Baron Corbin for the last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing that angle for the last year.
Are you saying that Baron Corbin sucks all the fun out of a room?
Yes. Yes, I do.
There you go. Don't tell Jen Carlins.
He and his receding hairline, sort of.
Oh, come on. Can we really make fun of somebody's hairline around here?
No.
Have
you seen my hair, sort of?
Oh, he does not have a bright future. I mean, I'm gonna, it's getting a little thinner, I mean, I'm like 36, so anyways.
We just got really sad here, Sorg.
Just got really sad and reflective.
We're just talking about her hair now.
We need a pact on this show. If any of us start losing our hair, we just go with the Stone Cold Steve Austin route.
Shave it.
Gone.
Shave it.
Gone. We're not going to try to save it. We're not going to try to Louis C.K. it. We're going to completely shave it off. This is my bald pact with you, Mr. Rizz.
With me? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, you got to shave your head.
I'm not shaving this head, Sorg.
What do you think? You probably got a good-looking dome under there. That's weird.
That is weird, Sorg, and very sexual, and I don't know how to feel.
Rizz, how much of Raw was watchable for you tonight? 3 hours. I'm saying 3 hours, and I missed 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at tonight. I thought
even the Big Show segment was fun.
You can't hate much of this Raw.
No. Tell me something you hate.
Tell me,
Mad Mike.
Bring it.
And I'm sorry to at Cena, whatever your name is. I am not Mad Mike. I really do like Raw.
Yeah, somebody was really looking forward to see. Somebody tweeted this right before this. Really looking forward to see how Mad Mike thought this Raw sucked. That's fantastic. So maybe he'll do his own mini edition of the Raw wrap up from his live excursions here. So we should have tweeted him at the beginning of this to see how much was watchable. That meant how long did you spend in the bathroom or the nacho stand? So on that, where can people find you, Rizz?
Rizz plays games on everything.
Rizz plays games.
Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
Go get it. And of course, he joins us on many of the WrestlingMayhemShow.com properties. And of course, I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter, SorgatronMedia.com. We got a lot of great stuff. The network is expanding. We just announced Bold Nights Out past week, joining our collective, as well as there are at least 2 new podcasts, not new podcasts, but 2 podcasts should be joining the Sorgatron Media Network in the coming weeks.
That sounds like fun, Sorg.
Not to mention what's in the works. People come to us to join the network with brand new stuff that's never been heard anywhere else before. And of course, please follow our friends at indiewrestling.us. I believe the note is, I don't have it in front of me. I'm going to have it for tomorrow's show. But if you are a new follow to the Twitter account US Indie Wrestling, or you sign up for the newsletter, you are entered for a drawing. And hopefully you're here in the Pittsburgh area for this, for 2 tickets to IWC's Super Indy coming up in June. This was something that was headlined by the tournament leading up to Ring of Honor's Joshua Gresham taking on John Gresham taking on Josh Alexander.
Mix those 2 up, Sorg.
Yes. Whoops. It was a lot of good stuff there. This is a tournament that's had people like Sami Zayn, or somebody that looked kind of like him, guys like Anthony Nese, guys like AJ Styles, CM Punk as part of it, or winning it in certain aspects.
Chris
Sabin was a part of it as well.
Colt
Cabana, Larry Sweeney. I mean, it's a pretty prestigious tournament. I don't think he won it.
He was in it. He was in it, Sorg.
Johnny Gargano, big part of it. Super Hentai, look him up. But anyways, Jay Lethal. Oh yeah, he was the Macho Madness then. That was a fun time.
Spike doesn't know.
We don't talk about Spike Dudley
No,
around
we
here.
don't.
No, so check that out, IndieWrestling.us. Sign up for the newsletter, follow the Twitter account, and you will be entered in that contest. Thank you so much to Brandon and Tina joining us in the chat room and everybody else that watched us live here tonight. Or check us out afterwards. Please let us know your thoughts about Raw Wrap-Up and how much you thought was watchable tonight in the comments or on Twitter at Mayhem Show or wherever you find this on Facebook or on iTunes. Subscribe to this. We're on iTunes for the Raw WWE Raw Wrap-Up as well
We are
as
everywhere, Sorg.
as well as Google Play, Stitcher, and like I said, Wrestling Mayhem Show on the Facebook and the YouTube page. We're live here every Monday night after Raw on YouTube Live, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep it raw.